será un video.
I ain't been lucky. I hadn't really been in the hospital. I figured my time would come when I die. I'll probably die of a violent death or something, you know.
You could die with a steering wheel in your hand, probably.
Yes. No, I'm gonna die with the pork chop from my hand. Too much cholesterol. Gilby saying, I told him to cut down off that salt.
Did he listen to it?
That's how my dad went. Died with the fork in his hand. They told him to leave it all the fat ER. Love to smoke. Love to eat. Among other things, too.
What are you doing it, yeah?
I think that's what killed him was that younger
Check
woman.
it out.
That younger woman's what killed him.
Did you pick up the music, too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can't really tell, huh? You said ear
I'm
thing,
sure.
I think this
Of course you are. You have to switch that off.
Yeah, I want to.
You won't be able to.
Oh, is that right?
I think so.
Warm up.
Because it is not.
Yeah?
Yep.
Welcome to the Handy exhibition, Native American Fine Art Movement. My name is Bill Soza. I'm one of the artists. Premiered with a lot of my friends here. I couldn't make it because of a lot of reasons, I suppose, but that's why I'm sitting in the video. I'm in New Mexico right now. Still painting. I'm doing the Wolf and the Horse series. I've been doing it for about 91, I think. Learned to paint at the Institute of American Indian Arts in Santa Fe, New Mexico, with a lot of other Indian artists. Some aren't with us anymore. Some are. As time goes on, I'm sure you're going to hear more about it, find out more about it. I went to the Institute in the 60s, high school. Kind of get away from the reservation, I think. So I just learned to paint, and I'm still painting now. There's a lot of artists that are copycatting our stuff, like what we did. They're doing now. But ours is the original one that was done in the 60s. And being that it was a movement, somewhat like the Bauhaus to the Blue Riders or the Bauhaus groups, we were a group here in America. We just happened to be Indian, that's all. There's a lot of us in the movement. There's some of the staff, I suppose, in this too. They're part of the movement. And if you have any serious questions, you can inquire to the United States or correspond. A lot of the artists are friends of mine that I've known over the years. A lot of the artists I went to school with aren't even doing art anymore. It's not really easy for an artist these days. And like I said, you're going to hear more about us. Because we plan on doing some more shows as interest grows. Painting is really a passion for me. I really enjoy painting. That's my job. It's my profession. And I think we'll cut now. And, I'll explain some of the paintings that are here. This is the painting I did this summer. What I'm doing a lot of is just a lot of knife techniques. Experimenting with scratching on the surface. Not so much trying to get just the detail of the face. You know, a lot of people complain because they can't see the ears, and I'm dealing more with just the space that I have and the image that I'm working with, which is just the wolf face. I really like this one. It's kind of interesting. You can see all the scratch techniques up here, and of course, what makes them all different is that they're all individual. So everything I do is different. It's all kind of, and again, it's just my own technique, my own style of doing things. I don't know how long it'll take me before I get done with this image, because I'm not really sure how much longer I want to do it, but probably a long time, maybe 200 more paintings or something. I don't really I may send these over. Not sure right now. But here's the original drawing from the Henning poster. There's the original drawing for it. Well, with the help of computers and things, it worked out pretty good. In the background here is a much larger painting. This is 30 by 40, I believe. Pretty nice. I don't really have any others right now. I think that should be enough.
Techniques, and this with light through it in the back shows a lot of different. You can see the canvas and lines and stuff in it. The people I went to school with, we were all pretty much just Indian students and experimented a lot. Had a lot of like carte blanche, you know, whatever we wanted we could have. So we just painted our little hearts out, all of us, and everybody at school did. Everybody was creative. And I don't think that'll happen again. Not in my lifetime anyway. That kind of synergy with Indian people. See, I believe the reason that we're talented and we have some kind of, all Indian people in the United States, is because everything we did, we couldn't go to a store and buy something. We had to make everything from hide or some animal hide or something, or brush or bark. We utilized what was around us. Every tribe had their own uniqueness in how they created something with their hands. Now there's some sculptors in the show, there's some jewelers, and I know everybody. And I contacted a lot of people, but a lot of them just weren't not interested, or they had other commitments or something like that. And again, it's just it's a unique opportunity for a lot of people to get exposure, and also for the other people of the world to see our art other than traditional kind of Indian kind of thing. This is more contemporary. The sculpting is fairly new. It's a new medium. Alan Hauser started that. Others, but now there's a lot of sculptors doing things now. And there's a lot of painters. A lot of them are not known or haven't paid their dues, or they're just talented, and a lot of it's just copycat art. You know, I think a lot of it, they just copy somebody else's ideas or somebody else's work. they get recognition for it. And a lot of the collectors and people, they just don't really research what they're buying or what they're doing. They don't really research it very much. And this stuff from the Institute that we did, and, something that's going to live on forever. There's no way that anybody's going to stop us from doing art. It's a creative way to express yourself. I like the just to paint. I really do. It's something that's really fascinating to me. Just to paint. I actually started out at the Institute of Commercial Arts, along with I think Doug Hyde was a commercial artist at the time too. But I eventually was painting so much that I went to the advanced painting class, and there I joined the group, and we all went on to get renowned national recognition or international recognition for our styles in what we're doing. And I think it's most important that Europeans or people that are study this, that really, there's a lot of Indian organizations, especially universities. I've been lecturing about this Native American Fine Art movement, which was coined by Dr. Archuleta from the Herd Museum. Because in fact, we all knew that we would become famous. We all knew that we just knew that. We didn't know how long it would take, but we knew that. We're producing a lot of work, new work, different style, different ideas. Every day we just discuss what we're doing. And, right now, I'm really concerned with the how art is represented by those that go over to Europe and represent art. I think art speaks for itself. You don't really need someone to explain it. But again, like I said, when I was lecturing at universities, they have a lot of Native American programs, and they aren't taught by Indians. They're like Indian experts, I call them, Indian researchers. And they know all these facts, but a lot of times they have the facts wrong. Of all the books that I mentioned, and some of the documentaries that have been done on Indian art from the Institute in Santa Fe, they always forget the women. They always forget the Indian women that were there. There was a lot of women that were there with us, but they always forget them because, number one, they didn't do the research right. They spent a lot of money, but they didn't do the research. And I think you'll really enjoy the art if you just look at them. And the wolves and horses are very important and close to me. I hope you really enjoy the show and continue with. You can get a hold of me here in the United States. They'll have numbers there for you. But hope you enjoy the show. Keep in touch, I suppose.